Good morning, friends. It's the last day of 2025. Got out here at 4:10 a.m. and it is 26 degrees. Dressed a little bit different today. Takes an extra little motivation to get out in the morning when it's this cold. But we're here, we're showing up, making it happen. Heck yeah. Back on road. Ready to go. All right. Very excited to be out here. Cranking it out every day. Gets a little hard at times to want to wake up, especially after you're doing stuff like this. You go and put in a full day's work, and motivation can definitely start to wane a little bit, especially with good workout routines. Yeah, some people, not some people, there was like some study that said it takes so many days to make a habit. Boy, I've been trying to get a good habit for 3 years, and it just still takes determination. Every morning, wake up, not hit the snooze button, and get out here. So heck yeah, whoever's watching this, I'm glad you're watching with me. So today, let's talk about foot loops. Foot loops with a rope walker. I've been through a lot of different foot loops. My current version is some seatbelt webbing on my right foot and a webbing sewn sling on my left foot. I started with the more modern sewn foot loops, and they're a little bulky, but they definitely do the job. And the more that I've been trying to change and refine this rope walker setup, I can see exactly why people created certain gear, sewed it certain ways, and it all makes sense. And that's kind of with everything. You look at something and you be like, why did they do that? That seems like a waste. And then you really get into an activity and you'll find out exactly why those engineers or designers put a loop here, put a stitch there. So the big thing with the foot loops that I found is that they want to crunch your foot unless you put some sort of spreader in your arch of your foot. So when you buy the pre-sewn foot loops, there'll be a piece that goes under the arch of your foot, and they'll actually be sewn in a lightweight piece of metal or plastic underneath your foot, and that keeps this webbing from squeezing down on your foot when you step. There's also multiple attachments that they sewed in on top of it because your foot wants to turn as you step down, and it's hard to keep a flat base, so you end up climbing almost on the side of your foot. When you get the pre-sewn foot loops, a lot of them you'll see there's different loops on top of the foot, and that's so that you can pick what angle you want your foot to sit at. It's pretty cool. So, what I was having difficulty with was the bulk and weight of them. But they're sewn to last and to be beefy. And typically, people aren't dragging their rope walker systems through huge cave systems. Typically, cave explorers or people that are pushing it, they do a sit stand with their foot loop and crawl, and that's it, or hand ascender and a crawl. But I want to take my rope walker more places, and also Ellison's. So that's quite the trip and quite the climb. It's got a 500 plus foot climb and a 400 plus foot climb. And when you go through that cave, you got to carry everything with you. So it's really cool to be able to get things slimmed down and lightweight, which is my whole goal right now. So I started to modify things. And Berta actually told me that she used seatbelt webbing for a lot of different foot loops and things, and then she would go to a parachute supply store and they make like backpack spreaders for your arms and stuff, and she said she put that under her foot and that would be the spreader. I have not bought that spreader piece yet. I just grabbed seatbelt webbing and other pieces of webbing and I've just tied it and I've had it just crunching my foot. What's changed all that is I wear arborist style boots that have a thick shank in the bottom of the boot, and that keeps the boot from collapsing on me. But again, now you're going for trade-offs. Typically arborist boots are a lot heavier and bulky, and can be hotter, you know. There's always trade-offs. So my next evolution was to, which my friend Randy pointed out, that arborists actually made boots, the ones I'm wearing, that have foot loops built into them. Very cool. Unfortunately, and it was due to me modifying the setup, I ended up cutting through one of the foot loop connections on this boot, which makes it unusable at that point. And I'm going to make other videos that show close-ups of all this. This is just an overview. So I still wear these boots because they have a shank in them, which is really nice. But can't use them for the foot loops. So I'm back to the homemade foot loops. Why I'm not just running out and buying sewn ones is because I climb so much, I keep breaking things and tearing things. On those pre-sewn foot loops, I tore stitching. On the left loop, they have on your left leg, there's an extended piece of webbing to move your rope grab up at your knee. I tore that piece of webbing in half. And then the spreader piece underneath the sewn foot loop, I used to think that was a lightweight piece of aluminum. Pretty sure it's a hard piece of plastic because I cracked that in half too. So I just don't want to keep spending a lot of money on pre-sewn foot loops. So I'm working to making my own. This is the setup I wore to El Cap. It seems to be the most tried and true for a homemade setup, but there's tears and cuts, and on my left foot the thin webbing is really starting to push into my arch still, even with the shank support. So I'm going to start changing that up and building a new system basically again. Every time I change something on a rope walker system though, even with doing it this long, I have to completely retune the system. It seems like everything, the one thing you touch on this system, it'll throw the whole thing off and you'll start getting weird missteps and all sorts of things. So after this, I'll be working at finding the ultimate rope walking setup. Slim and functional. Like I hope to be. All right, friends, I'm gonna crank out the rest of this 660 on this New Year's Eve day. And it's a great way to get into 2026. Let's do it. Okay, friends. Woo. I'm gonna be honest. This was a hard 660. As we all know, sometimes videos like this, workout videos and stuff, it's easy to start thinking the person doing the fitness, they just knock it out every morning, no big deal. But I'll tell you, I'm gonna be honest with my videos. I think that might give a little more motivation for people to work out. Man, it's tough. It's tough. This was a tough one. Might be the cold. Might be the new kettlebell I got. Thankfully, I was given a new kettlebell for Christmas. So yesterday I did my second kettlebell workout, and woo, that's tough. So either way, still showing up. Still gonna get my 2 more rounds in, and then I'm gonna go water Microgreens. And today's a big delivery day. Woo! Heck yeah. Happy New Year, everybody. Even though it's a little chillier, it's supposed to be beautiful weather the next couple days. Y'all should go out, get a walk, do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, do something to make yourself feel good. All right, y'all, have a great day. Have a happy New Year. I'll see you in 2026. We are.